It's that time. Every couple of weeks we catch up with the gang from the Canny Group. And today it's Mr. Financial Advisor, Matt Stokes. G'day, Matt.
Hi, Roxie. How are you?
Great to have you come in. Now, we're today talking about how you deal with Centrelink when you're on a pension.
Mm-hmm.
So that, can I just say, sounds like living hell to me.
It can be a bit daunting for people, especially now that Centrelink would like to direct people online to apply for their age pension or to update assets and income details. So we're finding increasingly that a lot of our clients, our older clients particularly, are coming to us to seek some help because they're being directed to do things online.
Well, you know, I know somebody recently was trying to deal with Centrelink, and no offence to anyone from Centrelink, but it was almost like, as he said, I almost just feel like not even bothering because it is that hard, and you almost feel like they make it that hard that you don't go through with it. But it's worth it, isn't it?
Well, it is.
You have to.
If you've got an entitlement, and you're retired particularly, and you otherwise you'd be drawing down on your own superannuation savings if you didn't go through the process and get what you were entitled to. So I appreciate people, they do get overawed by it and think it's too hard, but you're really going to hurt your own retirement savings if you did that.
And, you know, a lot of people, it's different for me. I mean, I've been working with computers most of my adult life.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have them at school, but since I've been working, I've had them, but a lot of people haven't. And so getting on a computer and doing it online is really difficult.
It is. And look, I had a client recently who came in and he said to me, and he was, wanting to do something with Centrelink, make an application, but, and he said to me, quite frankly, he could have used his children, or his grandchildren to help him out with that, but he wanted to maintain a level of confidentiality about what he's doing and what his income and assets are and what his entitlements are. So he didn't want to necessarily, he probably had a few options to get people in that he knows to do that, but at the end of the day, he'd rather go through, say, an advisor service like ours to do that.
So if somebody's in this situation, what's the best thing for them to do? So they get in touch with you.
Yep.
And I suppose what's good about it, if they've not been a client before, this is a good opportunity to get all their information gathered together.
Yeah.
And if they have been a client before, then you've probably got that information already.
That's right. So if for anyone that's not a client already, bring in. I tell people to bring in as much as they think's relevant, because it can't be too much. And then we can step them through. We can help them, liaise with Centrelink, and also on their behalf set up things like a MyGov account. Sometimes they don't even have an email address, and they need an email address to set up a MyGov account. So all these things can be hard for people that aren't familiar with online services, and that's what we can sort of help.
Fantastic. Look, it sounds like a really great way to go. Is there anything else that you would advise if somebody is, and this isn't even, this mightn't be today that you're thinking, well, I'm going to go and get the aged pension or look at what entitlements. It might be in the next 2 years or however long. It's about planning for your retirement, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of times people coming up to pension age in particular, they wait until they've already turned 65. We say to people, at least 3 months out, come and see us and make some provisions to get that in place by the time you actually hit 65. Yeah,
there's some really good advice. Matt Stokes, thank you so much.
No worries,
a financial advisor from the Canny Group, because they have financial advisors and they have lawyers and they have accountants and pretty much anyone that you might need for business or personal finance. So get in touch with them at thecannygroup.com.au if you're online, and if you're not, just give them a call. And so for those people who aren't online, do you know the phone number?
Yeah, it's 5278 9500.
That's pretty old school, isn't it? Thanks
Absolutely.
so much, Matt, and we'll catch you again soon.
Thanks, Roxie.